Did you know the cost of living, like everywhere, goes up each year? It doesn't, and the minimum wage has stayed the same. Cost of goods is going up, housing has gone up, groceries has gone up, gas has gone up, everything just goes up, but the minimum wage stays the same. Sometimes you can question, how can I feed my kid or afford housing or afford rent or afford, to pay for these necessities when the cost of living goes up, but the minimum wage still stays the same. I honestly believe if each, I honestly believe if the cost of living goes up, the minimum wage should go up also, because both of them contradict themselves. Because like if you're still living off a minimum wage that was set 20 years ago, the cost of living 20 years ago was lower than the cost of living now. Rent wasn't as high, groceries wasn't as high, and other things wasn't as high as there is today. So I've been researching this topic for number of hours and number of days, and I don't really feel like I could talk about it now because I've researched the topic and all that goes into, you know, inflation and the cost of goods and all that, etc. So the problem with not raising a minimum wage while the cost of living is still going up, many families won't be able to live, eat, or house their families. Because if minimum wage is something that was set like 20 years ago, cost of the cost of a banana wasn't the same as today. Cost of a car isn't the same as today as it was 20 years ago. Cost of clothes wasn't the same as yesterday. I mean, as 2 years ago, as today. So, that being said, I live in Mississippi, and I can see it every day. Like, people in Mississippi have to work twice as hard just to feed and house their family. Like, people want to be able to live, people want to be able to have families and have kids and have this big family, but some people can't afford it because while the cost of living is going up and up and up, the minimum wage stays the same. In Mississippi, a single person can expect to spend between $2,100 and $2,300 on necessities a month. That's just one person. While a family of four typically spend $4,500 to $4,700 per month just on bills and food. That's not counting the other, if you want to go buy some clothes or gas, or y'all want to go on a trip or anything. That's just on bare necessities. The minimum wage in Mississippi is $7.25 per hour. $7.25 per hour. You know how many hours you have to work just to get to, say you have a family of $4,500, and your minimum wage is $7.25. You have to work 649 hours to get to $4,700 just for the month, and that's before taxes. So you have to work even more hours than that. According to JJ Kelly law posters in Mississippi, employees adhere to federal minimum wage. Current rate is $7.25 per hour. That was set in 2009. Before that, the minimum wage was $6.55, and in 2007 it was $5.85. That means the minimum wage hasn't gone up in 17 years. The cost of goods wasn't the same 17 years ago. The cost of goods wasn't the same 16 years ago as it is now. Inflation has risen by 500 times that. Which how can we make something, like, how can we live off something that was set 17 years ago? Minimum wage is 17.25. Like 7.25. How can you have to work almost 700 hours a month just to be able to feed your family and live. I don't see how many people can do that. So I feel like as the cost of goods go up and inflation goes up, I feel like the minimum wage should go up also.